Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into a topic that every gamer loves, how to save money on games. More specifically, we are going to talk about Steam regions and how some regions offer games at much lower prices. So whether you are looking to build a massive game library or just save a few bucks, the next big release, this video is for you. For myself especially, I like my Steam account library to be full of new games. It has a very good texture, and it's very comforting to to get your game in your library. Explaining Steam regions. For those who are unfamiliar, Steam prices vary depending on the country you're in. This is called regional pricing. Steam adjusts the price of the games to match the average income and currency of each country. For example, a person in Turkey can't buy a game with the United States pricing because it would be so expensive for the Turkish guy to buy anything with United States pricing because of the price value exchange rates that are very that have very far distance. And for but let's go back to our text. So the same game could cost around $60 in United States, but you can buy that same game in Turkish region for around 35 or $40, and that's because of the average income is much lower in Turkey. Turkey is just a country, it's just an example. We have a lot of cheap regions for our Steam accounts which we can change to, but I will set the example with the Turkish region because it's a good example. And I will give you an example from this game, Grand Theft Auto V. Mm, as you can see, the United States pricing is $30, but if you look at this website, steamdb.info is the address of this site. It has all of Steam games pricing by the region, and you can see what games is how much in which region. And you can, with this site, with the help of this site or database, you can buy your games very cheap, and you it will give you that good knowledge which you can use to reduce your gaming purchases. For this game, as you can see, the Brazilian or Ukrainian region will pay around $50.25, but in United States, the same game will price around $30. And for the latest updates in Steam with with Turkish regions and Argentina regions, and we have new system which increased some games pricing in Argentina and Turkish region. So the Turkey and Argentina are no longer the best regions for Steam. You want my own advice? We have a big company in Iran, which we sell games at best prices, and we will buy the games. We lower with the lowest prices and sell back to our own people. And if you want my own, we are working for around 6 or 7 years in this region, in this area. And if you want my own advice, change your region to Ukraine. And if you want to change your region to Ukraine, and if you want us to change your region, Steam region, you can contact us in Telegram. We will accept the USDT, Tether, and cryptocurrency payments, so you can buy it from us. You can contact us in Telegram with the @ GameKey98SUP. It's our ID for support in Telegram. So let's dive back to the video. Why the prices vary? These price differences are mainly due to purchasing power parity. In countries where the economy isn't as strong, if Steam kept the same prices as, say, the United States or Europe, many gamers wouldn't be able to afford the legal games, and they would go to pirating games and downloading cracked games, which will eventually lower the income of the company which and who made the game. And for this to be fixed, Steam released the regional pricing, which you can use to buy the same game but cheaper. And cheapest Steam regions overview. Now let's talk about some of the regions that are known for having the cheapest prices on Steam. This includes countries like Argentina, Turkey, and Russia. But this text is pre-written and I will adjust it accordingly. India and Ukraine for now are the best regions that is in Steam. And because of the Ukraine-Russia war, the Ukraine currency crashed, and you can buy the Steam games in Ukraine and India with lower prices than Argentina or Turkey or even Russia. So I would suggest to change your region to Ukraine. Ukraine supports global Steam Wallet, and some games in Ukraine have Russian language, and you can change the game language to English. So in order to fix that, you can change your region to India. India has the same pricing around. Look at this pricing for GTA V. It's Ukraine is 15.25 and Indian is 23.52. This is one example. If you want, I'll give you another example. Let's check the Rainbow Six pricing. As you can see, the Ukraine is $10, $10.50, and the Indian is around $11, $12. So there's not much difference. And price comparison, I did that here. How people change regions. Look, for changing region, you need to give your account to a valid and very good seller or retailer, or the person who is working a lot of time in this area. And I would never recommend to change a Steam region yourself, because it has a lot of risk. You can get community ban, you can get a lot of damages or a lot of troubles for your account, which you may not get fixed. You may lose your account privilege to buy Steam games even. So I would highly recommend, because the changing region is not a very expensive service. As I said before, you can buy change region Steam from us, GameKey98SUP, from Telegram ID. And the price is around $2 or $3 for every account, so it's not much. Don't do the change region yourself, because it has a lot of laws and a lot of tricks which we know and use to bypass the Steam from, and making sure your account does not get banned. So it's very important to look at this widely and don't don't try to save your $2-3 and ruin your $300 account. So, and I think in Iran we all of our accounts are the cheapest region, are on the cheapest region because our currency crashed a lot and we can't actually afford the United States pricing and buying games. So we have a lot of knowledge to how to buy the legal games from the own seller but cheap. And changing region has some risks, but it's a lot less when you give your account to someone who knows what they are doing. And if you do it yourself, I will give you around 20% risk. And if you get banned, you have to send ticket to Steam and do a lot of and pursue a lot of trouble to get your account fixed, and you may lose your account even. So I would not recommend to change it yourself. And if you are willing to change your region, I would highly recommend to change your Steam account to Ukraine region, which will accept global Steam wallet or HK Hong Kong Steam wallet, which you can use to charge your account, and the pricings are very good. Some of some of legal and ethical considerations, I would not recommend to try cheat Steam. But if you are in a country or if you have a bad economic problem or your income is not high, you don't have to pay a lot of money for the same game. You can if you can buy at United States pricing and your income is high, okay, buy your game. But if you are low on income and an enthusiastic gamer, I would highly recommend to use this regional pricing to your good. Don't pay a lot for the same game. It's nonsense. If you want to pay $60 for a game, you can buy two $30 games at cheap pricing, cheap regional pricing. And at the end, to wrap things up, there are some regions where Steam games are much cheaper, like Ukraine, India, and it's not very simple to change your region, but it's done. It's doable, and we can do it for you. It's important to understand the risks and impact on others. Thanks for watching the video, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more tips and tricks. See you next time.